An important minimum wage case for federal contracts.
This is Dr. David Schein, and welcome to Business Law 101.
The states of Nebraska, Indiana, Idaho, South Carolina, and Arizona sued the Secretary of Labor, President Biden, and others in the government. The suit was filed to challenge Executive Order 14026, directing federal agencies to include a clause in federal contracts requiring contractors to pay employees a minimum wage of $15 an hour, and ordered the Department of Labor to implement such a rule. The trial court ruled against the states. They appealed to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. The states argued on appeal that the executive order and DOL implementing rule violated the Federal Property and Administrative Services Act, FPASA, and the major questions doctrine, and that the DOL implementing rule violated the all-important Administrative Procedures Act, or APA. First, the appeals panel held that the minimum wage mandate exceeds the authority granted to the president and the DOL in the FPASA because the law does not authorize the president to impose a wage mandate. The president cannot issue an executive order instructing agencies to carry out the minimum wage mandate by posting to any of the operative provisions of the law. The court held the same was true for the Department of Labor. Second, the panel held that the major questions doctrine does not apply because the executive's reliance on the FPASA for the minimum wage mandate is not a transformative expansion of its authority. Third, the panel held that the Department of Labor's implementing rule was subject to the arbitrary and capricious review under the APA, and the DOL acted arbitrarily and capriciously when it failed to consider alternatives to the $15 per hour minimum wage mandate. Even the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, which often sides with Washington, did not agree that Biden's executive order was okay. This is Dr. David D. Schein for Business Law 101. If you've enjoyed this episode, please subscribe on your favorite platform.